Hi, I'm Mika Trimman, and welcome to my YouTube channel as well as Frankincense School of Mystical Arts. I have been receiving lots of questions in regards to those on the other side and how you may know when they're trying to connect with you, how they're trying to connect with you. What are some of the signs that you have a loved one that perhaps is close by? And so I would love to share with you some of my experiences in working with my customers and my clients, as well as personal experiences that I have had in regards to knowing when a loved one, a deceased one, is nearby and what they do and how they let you know that they haven't left, that they're just right here. And some of the ways that I have seen where they're able to let you know that they're just right there is that you may notice your electrical light bulbs, your appliances may be burning out, breaking. Perhaps you just bought a new fridge and then all of a sudden it breaks. They have a way of tapping into electricity, electrical currents. And sometimes it's their way of trying to connect with us, maybe just letting us know that they are nearby. It's easy for them to connect with it. And so sometimes when they go and they sometimes draw on the energy, sometimes they go to try to draw from electricity, and then sometimes it burns out. So it's not their real true intentions to burn something out or burn out the light bulbs or accidentally break a fridge, because they really would not do that. It's just that they're trying to tap into the electrical current to use that energy to be able to connect and communicate with us. That's what they do. So another way of letting you know that your loved one is nearby. And most of the time if you think that maybe my house is haunted, oh my goodness, who's here? It's usually always a loved one, just checking to see how you are. They love you so much, even though they can cross over and go to the other side and go to the light and see loved ones. Often they choose to come back just to see how you are. And they're able to go back and forth. And so another way is that you may see coins everywhere. Perhaps if a loved one was connected to dimes, or maybe they collected dimes, maybe they had a ring with a dime on it, and then all of a sudden you see dimes everywhere. At the most odd, unusual places, all of a sudden there's a dime and then there's a dime. That is from them. They just want you to know they're right there and that they love you and that they do miss you and that they do have your back. I had a friend who was a smoker, and sometimes I will be outside working my yard, planting flowers, and then all of a sudden I smell cigarette smoke. And you know that there's not anyone around you that smokes, and it was her. She was the first person that popped into my mind, and she was a smoker, and it was her way of just letting her know that she was with me and that she was just right there. So it is always good when these little signs happen that we know what they are. Then it doesn't freak us out. Sometimes even in the middle of the night, you may wake up and then all of a sudden you hear walking and you're thinking, what or who is it? And then you just lay there kind of frozen because we're thinking, oh my goodness, is someone in my house? And then you continue to hear the walking, and yet there isn't anyone there because they don't ever come in your room. And it's just a few walking steps. That's your loved one as well. And then sometimes listen to the steps. I have had my personal clients say that they hear heavy walking at night. And I said, oh, that was your father. Didn't he kind of walk with a heavy foot? And they said, oh, yes, he did. So see, listen to, is it really small steps? Is it more heavier steps? Because that can give you a clue on who it may be. And sometimes you may even have a name pop into your head on who it may be as well. So kind of watch for those. I have also had a friend where in the middle of winter, which this was so odd, they were visiting my home and all of a sudden there is a hummingbird outside the window. And it's just really trying to get our attention. It's like tapping on the window. It's just right there again. And this lasted for a few days. And we talked about it, and his mother loved hummingbirds and she was deceased, and it was his mother. And once he acknowledged that, oh, it's my mom, hi mom, we didn't see the hummingbird anymore, the hummingbird was gone. So that's kind of a beautiful way as well. So keep an eye even on the birds, because the birds can give us different signs of who may be close by. Sometimes they're very eager to get our attention. Another way is you may hear tapping. This can be tapping on the windows from your vehicle, from your car. This can be tapping on the window of your home, and even on the door after you've already went to bed, you can hear a knock. Just know that's Spirit's way of them just being respectful to you. Most of the time when I have went and looked who's knocking on someone's door, it's loved one as well, because they don't want to intrude and they feel like, I just don't want to just kind of just bombard in your home when, you know, you're resting and you're getting ready to go to bed, but I really want them to know that I love them. And it's the only time that they're quiet enough where they may hear me. So sometimes that often can happen. And that is a loved one as well. Sometimes they will also move around pictures, and sometimes it's pictures either of them or it is maybe a painting that they gave you. Sometimes it can be a picture that they feel if I move that, it might remind them of me. So sometimes they'll move things, move pictures, maybe even tilt them just a little bit, and you think, I swear if I have to straighten up that picture one more time, but it's really just them wanting to say hi. So kind of really pause for a moment and say hi and talk to them. Keep in mind who pops in your head, because that is really important. So it's really interesting. I have also had a client who I was doing a personal reading for her, and I said, oh, your mom's like moving around your things. She's hiding your keys. She'll put your purse in another place. And she says, oh my gosh, that just happened. And I swear, I always leave my purse in the same spot all the time. But I went to go get it, and then all of a sudden it's gone. And then it was in a spot I never leave my purse. I said, that's your mom. She just wants you to know that she's there, and she's kind of just playing with you and teasing you because she doesn't want you to forget about her. So these are signs that your loved ones are close by, that they really have never left your side. So kind of watch for them. And until next time, keep an eye on the signs and jump over to fsma.life and check out. We have lots of free videos, lots of free stuff over there. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Take care.